For this technique, I want to do a base leverage 2 break in the ankle. And this time I want to get at it in a little bit of a different way. And I want to get at it right away. And of course, as we've established up front, I need to make sure that I injure the man before I can get to that joint break. And in this case, I'm going to use the injury to cause the joint break to help me out with this. And to do this, I'm going to do 2 things at once. Instead of stepping into his center or through his center to hit him as we normally would, I'm going to stomp on the metatarsals, the top of his foot there, to break the foot, to collapse the arch, break the foot, and pin it to the floor with my body weight. At the same time, I'm going to hit him with a forearm hammer to the throat to knock him backwards, move that center of gravity outside his base so he's falling. He can't step back with that foot that I had pinned to the floor. He's going to fall down. And when he falls down, it's going to take that ankle past the 20-degree limit for the pathological limit of the joint and actually cause it to break. So the break's going to occur because his body weight is going to apply all of the leverage on the other end of the lever arm. And that's what's going to give me my break. So all at once, I'm going to step in and stomp and hit. And I'm going to keep this foot right here flat on the floor. That's what's going to give me the break. Now, obviously, I can't do it here in the studio. I can't do it to my workout partner because it will result in a broken ankle. So for safety's sake, I need to make sure when I'm doing this technique that I lift my foot up off of his foot as he falls back. From here, I'm going to step in, kick to the saphenous nerve on the inside of the thigh because I want to rotate the body this way. I also want to keep him busy and in a spinal reflex while I step over him to do the final shot to the throat. Now from here, I'm going to step over and knee drop to the throat to crush the larynx, start the throat to swell shut, and to start him asphyxiating. And from there, I'm into his friends or I'm out. An important consideration to have in this technique is that once I stomp on the top of his foot, breaking the metatarsals and collapsing the arch, it's going to give me a spinal reflex that's going to cause the man to bend down. So if I crush the foot like this, the man's going to react just like this. Now, of course, that gets rid of my throat target, or at least from the angle that I want to hit it on. So I need to make sure that I'm going to do both strikes simultaneously. Whereas normally, as we said previously, as I step in, I'm going to hit the man. And normally I'd be stepping in and hitting the man. And in this case, my foot hits the floor as I hit the throat. Only now what I'm going to do is I need to make sure that my foot, instead of hitting the floor, is going to be stomping to the top of his foot as I hit the throat. Because otherwise, as we've established, the spinal reflex is going to get rid of that throat target for me, at least from this angle. I won't be able to get the break that I want the way I want it. So I need to make sure I do both at the same time. And once again, I can't iterate enough the safety feature of making sure you pick your foot up off of his foot so that your body weight isn't on it when your partner falls back. Because there is no way for your partner to take care of the stresses in that joint by bending or otherwise moving on this one. If his foot is flat on the floor and you knock your partner backwards, you will break his ankle. From here, I kick to the saphenous nerve to get the spinal reflex here, knee drop to the throat to crush it, and then I'm out.